Market Monday, let's start it off by recapping your AKA champions and LTDs from today's release. Starting off with Chad Johnson, AKA Ocho Cinco, as your LTD. 86 speed, and what makes Ocho one of the best wide receivers in the game is going to be that route running. Does not hit 85 on any of the thresholds, but they're all 84s, so easily boostable to that 85 overall threshold rating. Fred Warner, I believe the fastest linebacker now in the game with 85 speed, 6'3", definitely a beast to user with. And now the fastest card entirety in its entirety in MUT 25. CJ2K, 87 speed, and these cards do have pre-lit X factors. Take that as you want. Some people like them, some people don't. It's all up to you. Revis Island, we've seen this card multiple times in the AKA promo. He's getting his card again. 86 speed on that defensive back card. And then finally, your last one, left tackle, Ronnie Stanley. I would say the dud of the group, right? And of course, going over to the market and taking a look at the prices of these cards, Ronnie Stanley is going to be the cheapest, a little bit under 300,000 coins, while the rest of them are around 450 to 550 coins. That is CJ2K, Fred Warner, and Jarrell Revis. Chad Johnson, the LTD, going for just under 600,000 coins. General rule of thumb for AKAs is the new AKAs, of course, all these cards are brand new, except for Chad Johnson being an LTD. They are kind of just going to drop and fall in price over the course of the week. Now, when we talk about old AKAs, they usually drop on the day we get new content and then rise throughout the week. The new ones just kind of fall because the hype is there day one, and as the days go on, the demand for these cards is going to fall. If you want extended coverage of the market and how I make my coins, subscribe to the Coin Bible exclusively on Team Get Lucky, link in the description. Content schedule for this week is pretty straightforward. AKA, of course, which released today. Team Builders, which we're going to get into the leaks and talk about that just in a moment. That is probably going to be releasing on Wednesday since we got a good morning stream. Wednesday morning, sorry, August 21st. We then have rookie premieres that we are finally getting. I don't know if there's actually going to be like rookie premiere content. I think it's just them granting us our rookie premieres, what we're owed on Thursday. That is that they said last week. Season of Boom Part 2, which we also have the champions for those, which we're going to get into in a little bit. And finally, Legends on Saturday. So nothing out of the ordinary, I'd say. Your pretty standard MUT content schedule. Still no word on when we are getting our Ultimate Alumni reports or our XP token granted to those that did not get him. I'm still waiting on them. We are almost on, I think we're on day number 5 since they tweeted out that they're slowly rolling them out. This might be the slowest rollout of all time. I don't really think they're paying attention to it at all, but, you know, cross our fingers that we eventually get our 80 overall Ultimate Alumni players and our XP token if you do not receive it already. All right, now on to MUT Leaks, man. They've been on a generational run with just leaking information, sets, and now even stats for certain cards. So let's go up. We have got your Team Builder leaks. These are the pictures of all these champions and heroes. Now, we don't know the hero level overalls. That would be these cards right here, the 1 players for each team. We do know there are champion level cards at 85 overall, or the divisional champions. And then there is a Grand Master champion that is Myles Garrett. He is going to be 87 overall. So we can actually scroll through the thread. Here also are 2 other divisional champions in Sam Laporta, and Jalen Phillips. We'd also take a look here. We've got a Cooper Kupp, Baker Mayfield, Asante Samuel Jr., Deron Payne, I believe that's Jack Conklin, and Joe Mixon. I'm not going to go over all the names of the heroes, or the team builders, you would say. But yeah, here we go. We've got some stats for these cards. Yes, there you go, the 85 overall, Grandmaster Champion, 87 overall. Here are the stats of some of the cards. We've got Asante Samuel Jr., 85 speed, 87 excel, 82 man coverage, so more of a zone coverage quarter at 85. But overall, one of the better, you would say, champion level team builder cards overall. Sam Laporta, probably the best card we are getting tomorrow. 85 speed, he is now the fastest tight in the game. Eclipses Greg Olsen, Evan Ingram, and I believe George Kittle. So he is going to be the most sought-after card, probably releasing on Wednesday. Baker Mayfield, quarterbacks, honestly, I don't really have an opinion on them. He's a little bit slow at 76 speed, but not, like, insanely slow, like Tom Brady is at, like, 70, and a lot of other quarterbacks, like Aaron Rodgers. Can definitely move a little bit. Throw power, honestly, is not the best at 84. Throw on the run, 81. He's just, honestly, an average quarterback, you would say. I wouldn't really touch this card until you see the Jaden Daniels stats for rookie premieres on Thursday. Next up, Cooper Kupp. This card, kind of a dud. Only 83 speed. Really sucks. It doesn't hit any route running thresholds. Yeah, they butchered that card. Feels bad. They also butchered Joe Mixon with the amount of running backs that are really good in this game at 85 speed. You got CMC, Raheem Mostert, the 85 Saquon Barkley, if you can earn them. Now CJ2K. This Joe Mixon, unfortunately, not going to be used by many people. You also got to understand these cards are going to be expensive because they are like super champions. They're probably going to be, I would have to guess above 300k, probably in the 400 to 500 range, if I'm being honest. Next up, we've got Jack Conklin, 85 overall. Now, he's just a lineman. Trying to find where he shows, or I guess that's all the stats we've got for the team builder champions. We don't have the Jalen Phillips stats. We don't have the Jerron Payne stats, and yeah, we don't have the Myles Garrett stats. So that's about it for team builders. We also, I think they showed the sets. He showed the sets somewhere, but it's going to require 80 overalls, 78 overalls, and 82 overalls. So if you guys want to pre-build the sets, go ahead and do that. Eventually, if I can get back to the original Mutt Leaks post. Here we go. All right, Season of Boom Part 2. Remember, this is releasing this Thursday. Now, he says all these cards are champions. I guess he hasn't actually leaked the LTDs yet this year. But I would probably assume that 2 of these guys are LTDs and the other 4 are the champions. We got Jeffrey Simmons, right defensive end for the Titans. CJ Ham, fullback for the Vikings. Brandon Ayuk, a wide receiver for the Niners. Potentially on another team, though, if he gets traded. Richard Sherman, I would say the crowning jewel of Season of Boom Part 2. Compared with Cam Chancellor. Would like to see like a unique duo chemistry with those two. Graham Glasnow, who is a center. Fortunately, he already has an 84 overall, so it's not that big of an upgrade from his base card. And then Jalen Petrie, I think this could be an underrated card in this drop. He is a safety, I think 3rd or 4th year from the Texans. So Richard Sherman, Jalen Petrie, DBs are like not lacking at all in this game. That's like the strongest area, I would say, of all the cards in the game. But those are your leaks from today. We'll see if Mutt Leaks stays releasing all the champions, the stats from these promos. He usually kind of withers away, I would say, as the year goes on. I think he just loses interest in the Mutt mode as a whole, but at least for the first few weeks, he is always going to be on top of things. So, yeah, that's Mutt Leaks. That's what we got today. But back to actually Madden 25 and the market. We still have these price ranges in effect or the price mins that are really limiting the entire auction house from being fluid, natural, and all that sort of thing. There's still not that much to do on the market. What I will say about team builders, the best thing about team builders is the ability to build the sets for profit. While it is very tedious work, team builders, what feels like the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years they've been in the game, you can always build their set and look to make, that 10 to 15% profit after tax. You might be building for 65k, selling for 77k, only making 4 to 5k per set, but it's something you can at least do on the game that is not involving gameplay and where you can make coins. Because let's be honest, the market with these price ranges is pretty much non-existent. It's really, really hard to make coins flipping with the price caps, but team builders will change that. It's probably the most important content for the menu side, right? Gives value to 78 overalls, will give probably value to 80 and 81s, and give value to 82 overall. So packs will become better. Market in general will just become overall way better with team builder content coming into the game. And then more so just talking in general about stuff. I'm still like on the mindset of I'm not buying any like high-end card for my team right now. And the reason I say that, we saw on Saturday what happened when they lowered the price bins. I mean, these cards, now there aren't that many high overall cards that are still minned out, but even if so, if they drop a little bit, they take their whole market with them. The best example I can give of that is like Leo Chanel or Raheem Mostert. Right now, they're still minned out at 168k, and when that price range does get eventually dropped again, now it might not happen tomorrow, might not happen the next day, but it'll probably happen within the next 3 to 4 days. And Raheem Mostert, let's say, drops to 115, 120k, he's going to take a lot of running backs down with him because Raheem Mostert's got 85 speed. If he's 120k, it's hard for running backs that don't have 85 speed to still be expensive. We also saw that a lot of lines along the lines of the Legends, right? When Legends even just came out on Saturday and they were cheaper than expected, they brought down like the entire high-end core elite market. So rule of thumb for everything right now, I would not buy any high-end cards unless they are LTDs until the price ranges are fully open. That way you can actually see the legit actual value in prices for cards. It's not really controlled by EA because you never know what can affect the prices of an individual card. If 82 overalls, right? 82 overalls, for example, being minned out at 42k for the preseason cards, if those drop to 25 to 30k, that's going to make Ultimate Preseason Champions go down, even including Amari Cooper, Javon Hargrave, and Melifonwu, who are not minned out. And, when a D-tackle drops, a safety drops, and a wide receiver drops, the positions of that, of other cards are also going to drop with it. So, just in general, like, right, rule of thumb, what I would listen to, just don't buy any high-end cards. And in general, right, the prices of players are going to just slowly go down. Legends, aka, they're going to slowly drop throughout this week. They'll be cheaper the longer you wait. So, in general, just wait to buy cards. Hopefully, everything is resolved this weekend, and I can, like, finally start to build my team the way I want it. But yeah, that's really all for Market Monday. We're still a little bit constrained. We're still in handcuffs right now with the market how it is. And like I said, hopefully we get our Ultimate Alumni rewards, we get our XP rewards. Prayers and fingers crossed that we get our rookie premieres on Thursday. I will see you guys all probably Wednesday night or Thursday in the afternoon talking about rookie premiere and season of Boom, or yeah, the promo Boom part 2, whatever it is. I will talk to you guys then. Until next time, peace.